Hey, horror fans, once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G. Yes, time to do another movie review. It's time to review Godzilla King of the Monsters. Yeah. Now, Godzilla King of the Monsters is a 2019 monster movie. It is directed by Michael Daugherty. Screenplay was written by him and Zach Shields. It stars Kyle Chandler, Vera Farmiga, Millie Bobby Brown, and Ken Watanabe. This is the 35th or 30th Godzilla film in the Godzilla franchises. This is the third full American film version of Godzilla, and I believe this is the now third film in Legendary Pictures MonsterVerse series. Yeah, a lot of people are looking for this movie because the 2014 Godzilla I did enjoy, but a lot of people, or I should say Godzilla fans, didn't enjoy it because we didn't see enough of Godzilla. We didn't see enough Godzilla. It's not a true Godzilla film. Well, now, I think they might have actually liked this one because we do get to see a lot of Godzilla in this particular one. But let's see what I have to say about Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Now, in this one, we have the cryptozoological agency known as Monarch faces off against a battery of god-sized monsters. Now, can they get Godzilla, who hasn't been seen since the San Francisco disaster, fight the likes against Mothra or Rodan and the three-headed monster known as King Ghidorah? We'll see. Now, as I stated earlier, one of the many complaints about the 2014 Godzilla film was that he wasn't seen enough throughout the film. People were complaining, we didn't see him enough. That's not a true Godzilla film. We didn't see him enough. Well, it's true that we didn't get to see him until around midway through the second act of the picture, but I did enjoy the battles that he had with the two Mutos in the film. I was more interested in the human characters. That's what I liked about most of the movie. I thought the human characters really was the centerpiece of the movie, and the monsters and Godzilla were kind of in the background, but that's what I loved about the movie. Now, here the filmmakers decided to correct that mistake, and we get to see more of Godzilla. We have excellent visual effects on all the monsters in the movie, plus some decent monster battles, especially in the third act. Unfortunately, the human characters are given a short end of the stick here in this one. Along with a very weak storyline and undeveloped characters, this latest American version of Godzilla will only make those who didn't like the 2014 version happy. Yeah, they're going to be very happy with this one, but not me, not at all. Now, taking place several years after Godzilla defeated the two Mutos in San Francisco, several other god-sized monsters called Titans by the knee are being discovered all around the world. I mean, they're popping up all over the place. Now, paleobotanist Emma Russell, along with her daughter Madison, have discovered one of the Titans hatching from a lava called Mothra. They're using some type of device called Orca, which is used to communicate whales, and now they use it some type of sonar device. They're able to calm Mothra down, but then she and her daughter Madison are kidnapped by a rogue eco-terrorist group led by Alan Jonah. Meanwhile, Dr. Russell's ex-husband Mark is approached by Monarch lead scientist Dr. Ishiro Kurosawa, from the first movie, hoping he can track them down. Now, they also have been tracking Godzilla as well, who's been moving underwater all this time, heading to Antarctica. Now, that's where Jonas intends to free another Titan known as Monster Zero, later dubbed King Ghidorah. After freeing another Titan named Rodan and also freeing Monster Zero, the Monarch team, along with all the armed forces around the world, must band together and see if they, along with Godzilla, can destroy these ancient creatures that threaten the existence of mankind. Now, when I was growing up as a kid, there was nothing better to do on a Saturday morning than watching monster movies like Godzilla. Sure, the effects were cheap, and you knew the monsters were really stuntmen dressed up in creature suits, and that the human characters were okay. They were big sets, and they looked like toys that the monsters were stomping on. But we enjoyed the fantasy that the filmmakers created back then. Now, obviously, with the advancement of technology, we get these same monsters in a much more grander scale. All the monsters in this movie look excellent. I simply love the design of Mothra, which would be the first one. From the bluish hue colors during the birthing scenes when Mothra is hatched from the lava, and to the scene where we see her spread her bright luminescent wings. I mean, it's so pretty, it's beautiful, it's filmed very well, it's pleasant to look at. They did an excellent job in designing King Ghidorah, in making him look frightening, terrifying, and a badass monster. One of the best shots that are in the movie that I believe is a wide, long shot showing Ghidorah sitting on top of a volcano, its wings spring wide open with black clouds surrounding him, looking like a demon had just come up from hell. Now the fight scenes with the monsters are good as well, especially in the third act. Man, I simply love the color schemes they did with Godzilla, and it blended perfectly well with the color scheme of Ghidorah. They had some nice fight scenes. It was nice, decent monster action. So all those people who complained about the 2004 Godzilla film, I hope you got your money's worth, because you do get some nice monster action here. Now comes the big problem I have with this film, and now these are the human characters. Oh boy. Now, I'll get something straight here. I wasn't expecting anything spectacular or brilliant with the humans, but I did something from them. What we have here are very underdeveloped characters, a very, very dumb plot regarding the dormant titans, and your cliche child in danger scenario. Now first, I love Vera Farmiga. She's a wonderful actress. She was great in the Conjuring series. She's brilliant in Norman Bates. It was great in Orphan. She's a nice, brilliant actress. She's done a lot for herself right here. Now, I really don't necessarily blame her. I blame the story and the writing, because it gives her character no justice whatsoever, especially when Dr. Emma goes on a tirade about her motivations and the reasons what she's doing in the film, which I basically learned, I think, right around the second act. And most people who saw the picture know what I'm talking about. I won't spoil it here because it's that stupid. But once we see that, it makes no sense whatsoever. What the hell is wrong with this woman? And I come to believe, I'm pretty sure other people believe, this woman's batshit crazy. Now, we also have Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things fame. She plays Madison, Dr. Emma's daughter. Nothing against Millie. She's a very good actress, and I'm pretty sure she does an excellent job in Stranger Things. But first of all, I don't believe any reasonable parent is going to bring a 12-year-old child to a monster hunt, no matter how well she is in science. I mean, basically what Madison is, she's putting the typical child in danger cliche. And the fact that she runs around, cries, and screams all the time doesn't help neither. It serves no real purpose, or what purpose she serves in the film whatsoever. Now, I understand that kids get in danger sometimes in these monster pictures, but at least it kind of makes sense. Here, it doesn't make any sense at all. It gets mainly because of how the story is written. The only other likable character I got was Ken Watanabe, who comes back as Dr. Ishiro, I think I pronounced it right, Zirakawa. I hope I pronounced this right, from the first Godzilla movie. He's the only likable character in this movie. He has a nice story arc. You can tell he's serious in his role, and he believes what he's saying. Love, and because we saw in the trailers when CCH Pounder asked him, should we make Godzilla our pet? And he says, no, we should become his. Now again, I wasn't expecting any great acting, but I would like to see something, the humans, to add something to the storyline. I mean, not saying that the humans were great in the first Godzilla, but we loved the humans in that movie. I loved the humans in Kong Skull Island. They were pretty good. They added some balance into the story. Samuel L. Jackson, I thought, once again, was great in that movie as well. Hey, John C. Reilly was actually excellent in that film, but here, it's like I'm actually seeing Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes movie again, where the humans just absolutely sucked. So, I know a lot of people love this movie. They think it's the best Godzilla film that they saw. But for me, yeah, I like the first Godzilla, 2014 Godzilla. I like Kong Skull Island. It's not a bad movie. It's just not good, in my opinion. I thought the human characters were terrible. They really served no purpose in the movie whatsoever. They might have gotten a few good lines or a few good laughs, but to me, it just kind of ruined the movie. Now, again, it's not a bad movie. I don't hate it. It's just that it was so disappointing that the humans were terrible in this movie. So, the Horror Miser is going to open up his vote. And I'm going to give Godzilla King of the Monsters 2 out of my 5 gold coins. That's only 2 out of my 5 gold coins. Maybe when we get King Kong versus Godzilla or Godzilla King Kong, they might finally do something better with the humans, but not this one. No way. So, my horror fans, what do you think about Godzilla King of the Monsters? Were you excited? Were you great that we actually saw a whole lot of Godzilla and some nice monster fight and the hell with the humans? Or you like me, it's like, hey, the monsters are great, but the humans suck. Leave your comments down in the comment section below and tell me what you thought about Godzilla King of the Monsters. So, that's my video for today, guys. Hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up because it'll help the channel out a lot. And once again, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules. Hit it. Take us home. We're out.
We have such sights to show you.